What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the We Are podcast, where we invite people to sit down and have a conversation. This is so special. Y'all see who's next to me?
This is so special.
We're here with Miss Dana Harper.
Hi.
What's up?
And everything.
We're just going to dig into it because we already looking at each other like, you know what? We got to talk.
Right, we
so
just need to. We're here now.
We're here now.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, beauty.
It's so good to see you.
I think of you as like a sunflower. It's so
It's
beautiful.
funny you would
I
say
just
that.
see it. I was just
A
like,
sunflower.
oh. Yeah.
That's when we first met. Was at the Sunflower Sessions, 2018.
That's what it was called?
Sunflower Sessions. That's what it was called.
And it's funny, too, because that intimate energy,
Mm-hmm.
it has something to do with why I started, like, a live series here.
I love it.
Like, when I visited, or when I saw that, and I was like, oh, this is so special. Mm-hmm. Also, we were in the bottom of, like, a Lululemon or
Lululemon,
something.
so
I was like, wait,
So
I thought we were
random,
going to a
who knew?
show.
Yeah.
But wow, full circle.
Yeah.
Okay, so music, albums, what's up? What's tea? How's Dallas?
Dallas is Dallas. Dallas is home. So it's doing what it needs to do.
Yeah.
Dallas has been embracing me in a very beautiful way recently. So I'm grateful for Dallas. Tea is everything. You mentioned intimate settings, and that is kind of my ultimate thing. That's what I do. I started this year, or at the end of last year, curating events, doing just that. But it's all me. I've never really stepped out on my own when it comes to putting on events. And people are like, why don't you do your own thing? Like, people are always calling me, can you perform here? Can you perform here? But I had never said, like, Dana is going to do this show.
Yeah.
So I did that this year, and we're going to continue to do that.
Are you inviting artists, or is it like your
Yeah, so
sets?
the first one was one of my really good friends. Her name is Eden. She opened, but not necessarily open. She just also performed, and then I performed. But as it grows, I want to invite artists to come. I want to, have people that I can showcase in Dallas and from other cities, have you come and sing.
I'm coming through.
Yeah, so we cook. My sister and I cook, and it's just like a party. It's just a big party.
Okay, same energy. So I started making focaccia.
Oh,
The bread.
that you poke the holes in? Ooh.
So that's kind of like, focaccia Fridays were a thing. But when I started Rebirth music series, we do a big focaccia dinner before. And we take the focaccia and we make sandwiches.
Ooh.
And so it's always like food and good music is the vibe.
Yeah. There is no other vibe. Like that's how I feel like as a people, that's like tradition for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Period.
That's family. Every family gathering, everything is surrounded around food and music. And I love both of those things.
Period.
So
What do you like to cook?
I love to cook everything, man. I recently made some. I dabble in plant-based. I'm not fully plant-based because I don't like to restrict myself.
Period.
But I like to make patties. I made some really good patties recently with lentils.
Oh,
yes.
There's a spot down the street where I get a patty like every day. It's
Listen,
bad.
I
But
love
lentil
patties.
patty?
Yeah, I love Asian food, so like stir fries and with rice and veggies, and I love everything. I love different flavors. I like to experiment with spices and flavors and stuff. So I really cook everything, but I don't bake.
No.
I feel like focaccia, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah. It came to me, like my engineer, we were sitting here one day and I think he found like a recipe and we tried it. And then it just became, because I started just having dinners through the pandemic every Friday.
Oh, sweet.
And then it became focaccia dinners, then it became focaccia Friday.
I love it.
And so now everybody's like, I'm in town, it's focaccia Friday happening. I'm like, for you, it's going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That's so dope. That's what we're supposed to do, is just continue to create and to build and to have offerings for people.
Exactly.
To either inspire people or to just continue the story, continue the love, and it's just gathering and sharing stories with each other.
I feel like being an artist, that's its thing, but this is service. I feel like we're supposed to be creating these spaces where we're free.
Absolutely.
And the conversation and the freedom and the endless possibility is always it just makes my week better.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So Dallas.
Dallas, yes.
I saw Dallas Entertainment Awards.
Yes,
honoring
that's
you,
happening.
Song of the Year, and Best
Yes,
R&B and stuff like that.
Yes, that's happening. I'm so excited. Dallas used to have a few different award shows just to celebrate the artists in the city, and then for whatever reason, pandemic, for whatever reason. She is the reason for a lot of things, but you know, things kind of died down. They weren't doing. I think it was the D Magazine or the Dallas Observer Awards. So someone who is kind of anonymous, we don't really know where this award show or where this award came. It just popped up. As to my knowledge, unless I'm not doing my research right, but I really don't think
we don't know
that
who
a
the
lot of
organizer
people.
is.
Yeah, we really don't know. So it's been kind of this like phantom award show, but which is. I think it's kind of tight.
Yeah.
So I was nominated for Song of the Year, Single of the Year with my single Daydreaming.
Can't
which
believe
has
you want to make me your boo.
Yes, hey baby, yes. Which that song has a story I'll tell in a bit. And then R&B, best R&B vocalist, best soul vocalist in Dallas, with some of my friends are on the list, and also like some really incredible vocalists that I just am like, okay.
Wow.
That's how y'all feel about me?
Yeah,
Come on.
I'm pretty sure y'all can tell from the speech, but the tone, the texture, the richness that comes through from you,
listen, from me,
it's crazy.
Listen.
I mean, think about the Sunflower Sessions. I think you did Distance, and I said to myself, who is that?
Oh my God.
I love it.
That is my favorite song to sing.
Also, Daydreaming and the of course Aretha and Flip. I was like, this is beautiful.
Thank you.
What brought that on?
So that song is almost 10 years old. Yeah, that song. It might it's 2024, so it might be 10 years old at this point. A friend of mine, or an old friend of mine, wrote that song, and we had just met, and he was like, I got a song for you. And I was, 24, 23 at the time, and was, okay. And we recorded that song. Yeah, like whatever. You know, we recorded that song, and we kept building on it and kept building on it. And then I would be like, I want to release it. And then I wouldn't release it. And then he'd be like, man, you playing around. You'd be like, whatever, you know. And that cycle happened for almost 10 years. And then now I just released Daydreaming in 2023. And it was
all production from back then?
No, we flipped. So the song has had so many different iterations, so many different versions. Yeah, I even posted on my Instagram one of the older versions of the song, which was from like 2014, 2015. It sounds totally different. But I think that song for me was a very big turning point in my life, in my mind, and the way that I approach my life. And I feel like for a long time, I knew that I was talented, so I was a little bit complacent. I just felt like something will always come because I can sing.
I can sing, so.
And I realized in the past few years, like, that's not the best approach to take, because where's the work? What are you doing? Where's your practice? And these are all things that I had to ask myself, and also had other people in my life kind of being a mirror, and like, nobody is really going to come and give you anything, girl. Like, you're great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many people are in this world? Like, you really have to put in the work. And I had put in a lot of work. I've been singing and acting and dancing since I was a kid. I went to college for music. So I was like, I've put in the work, but it doesn't ever stop.
It never
stops.
That's so important.
You know, it never stops. And so I think I had a mind shift, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to put this song out and let it go. I'm holding on to it. I'm not allowing for space for more. I'm not allowing for space for new ideas and new music to come into my space and orbit. So, I let that song go, and it was almost like having a baby. It felt like some type of birth, but it's been received really well. It's been loved on really well. So
it's amazing.
It's so fun. So I'm really grateful for that song and the journey that song has gone on with me.
Do you feel like now your mind is like open for more music or more opportunities since that release?
Absolutely. I've released that song, and then I also released another single since then called Missed Calls. And I'm working on an EP and my album right now, which I am just so beyond excited about. Like, I am so very excited about. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Like, I can't wait.
A full album.
Yeah.
And EP first,
EP
and then
we'll see. I'm independent, so, and I am my manager, and I am my agent, and I am my music director, and all of these things.
Yes.
So I have the luxury, but also the kind of the opposite of the luxury to decide when I want to release and how I want to release and what. And it's a beautiful thing, but it can be an obstacle. Mm-hmm. So it's just about strategizing. But I love love. And so my EP is all about love. It still doesn't have a title, and it might be all about love. But it's just really all about love and the love that I have experienced over the past few years, heartbreak, losing love, which played a big part in the last few years of my life, right? And as artists, I think that's...
You got to write about your truth.
And that has been a big part of my transformation. So there's love, there's heartbreak, there's self-love, and then the album is...
Give it.
I can't even. Oh my goodness. The album is an Afrofuturistic love story and a story of self-exploration.
Period.
I am soul, I am jazz, I am rock and roll, I am pop and musical theater. That's my background. So this blends all of those worlds together in a way that feels very authentic to me. And the title is Earth to Soul. And it's about so many things. It's a triple entendre, double entendre. There's so many. Soul is so many things and so many people, including myself. And it's just my story. It's my story of exploring and figuring out who I am and what my voice is and why this is what I have been given, to return to the world and return to the earth and the sky. So, that's the story. You're going to hear some of it.
Okay.
You will hear some of it. I can't.
We can't really give y'all nothing right now, but
I can't do too much. But I have a single coming out in the next few weeks, or months, whenever it is ready. But
because you the boss,
you
get to say when.
I love that. I love being the boss, but I also am like ready for and it's growing, it's working in its way. My team is forming, or my family, I
exactly,
it's not even a team. I don't ever have to be that textbook with it, but I really have been doing a lot of work on myself. And so I think that the people that are supposed to be in my life have been making themselves seen, and God has been showing me, like, this is going to be one of your people.
Because he knows you're ready. You're ready to receive it.
Yeah.
And there's so much time, even for myself, same thing, the last couple years, just purging of anything that's not like spirit and truth. And then saying, how can I put that into music? How can I put that into events? How can I put that into conversations? How can we help heal and uplift? And my music is also in that vein. Journey through peace and love. And also the wildness. Everybody says, like, what kind of music do you do? R&B, soul, funk, but also cosmic.
Yes.
I feel that energy so much, and I just respond to it so well. So I'm so glad that it sounds like we're both in a healing journey, truth journey.
Yeah.
And we're being provided the things that we've always asked for and deserve.
Absolutely.
I'm proud of you.
I'm so proud of
and I'm
you.
excited to hear it.
Oh my gosh. I think we might have to.
Oh yeah.
Because like I said, it's not done.
Oh yeah.
I'm the boss. So, we gonna have to work on some things.
Okay, don't give me chills because
Listen.
I'm ready. I also, like, the last few years, I focus a lot because I'm producing my record too. And that's a new space for me.
Yeah.
And from that, like, just people who came around, even some of my singers, they're like, can you help me with my records? I've been producing other records.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, I love this.
Yes.
Like, we get this opportunity to just translate time and days and conversations.
Yeah.
And I'm all about, like, while we playing, we can just go put it on wax right now. What's up? You know what I mean?
We have everything that we need.
Is that right there?
We have everything that we need.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. Listen, I can't wait to hear.
And I can't wait to come to Dallas.
Yeah,
which also has amazing musicians.
Dallas has some of the most incredible musicians. R.C. Williams, Cleon Edwards.
Yes.
There's so many and so many different genres, so much like just incredible work that's coming out of Dallas and always has. Like it's the South. We play music. You know what I mean?
What do you feel about
church?
What do you feel about genres? Because I feel like I don't know what to call when you're like producing your truth. There's no box.
I think that has been a challenge for me because for so long I was like, where is it? When is it going to make sense for me? When is it going to click for me that is my thing?
Right.
And it never came because that's not
That's not what's supposed to come.
That's not what's supposed to come. So I don't genres is like I think that's for a different world. I'm not of that world.
I'm not.
You know what I'm saying? I think that has its place.
Yeah.
But so does what we're doing.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
Like it's like you just said, soul fun. Like it is whatever I feel like it is for this song, for this moment of the song.
Yeah.
Because that also is a thing. It's like, why can we not blend? I love songs. Some of my favorite songs, like Frank Ocean does a beautiful job of this, is like you are on one train and then in the middle of the song there is a very deliberate hop off this train and get on another train.
I can't wait to play you my music. Because when I tell
I'm doing the most.
Journeys. I'm all about a journey.
Yes.
Because this is what we're living. Like, I'm also 2 minutes ain't it, 3 minutes ain't it, 8 minutes, 12 minutes, whatever we need to get it out. And have fun the whole time.
Oh my gosh. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. So genres, y'all got it. You know, y'all got it.
Yeah.
It's even within this Dallas Entertainment Awards, like I appreciate the nod and I appreciate the recognition.
Yeah.
But I don't consider myself to be an R&B singer or a soul singer. You know, so a lot of times when people ask like what can I compare you to or what is it? I'm like
that's the beauty.
That's the thing.
You can compare me to RickExpress. You can compare me to Dana.
That's it. Like you just have to experience it also.
Exactly.
You know, you just have to, if you're interested enough, then you will be somewhere where you'll have the opportunity to experience it. Because I think that we are, and I'm stealing this from my younger sister, but we are world benders. We are doing things different. Like I said, I'm not of a specific world. I exist and I exist with others who are all in the same frequency and all on journeys of healing and journeys of truth and journeys of love. And so I think that those are the genres that I'm interested in exploring is.
And it's kind of like being able to create your own world. And I think the beauty in that and what I'm seeing is like, we're not taught that worlds can vibrate with other worlds. And we're seeing that we can do this. Like, you're in your own space.
Yes.
And here we are,
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
And you have whatever in that world that you're honoring and those people and the ancestors and the spirits and the conversations and how it comes to you. Like, that's your world. And then we get to experience that. And then there's this world. And then we get to experience that. I love it. And I feel like that ideal was so restricted for so long because of whatever reasons. Trauma that we got to go back to our families and talk about.
Deal with,
you know what I mean?
A lot to deal with.
Yeah.
Which then also comes out in the music.
You
know, I think that is a very special thing that we get to. I think it's just beautiful. I feel very blessed to be able to do this and to be able to share my experience in this way. I think that I'm very grateful. I'm so full of love. I feel like I'm about to explode because I am just so full of love and excitement for how the Creator has been showing up in my life and communicating with me. And so I really can't contain it. I feel a lot of times like I'm just bursting with joy, and there's not any one particular thing that is causing that.
Right.
It's just
so much
an overflow. Yeah.
I always feel like a guest to my art, you know, because as someone who I'm a messenger.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
I can't explain it. I listen back and I'm like,
oh,
wow, that was the conversation. Thank you. Like, whoa, I'm as impressed. I'm as shocked. I'm as grateful for the message. Like, I think that's beautiful that we get that.
Yeah, me too. Do you have a date? Do you have a timeline, or is that?
I just did a good check off.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to wrap up by the end of March.
Okay. Oh, beautiful.
That's been the dream. I think we started like mid 2020.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, we got the songs.
Yeah.
I got the message. And there's a double-sided energy, peace and love.
Oh, beautiful.
Separately. And so, yeah. So now that we're there, I'm finishing up some production and some mixing.
Okay.
And the songs are chosen, and that's crazy. So yeah,
exciting.
this year.
This is it.
This is the year. I'm going to focus on some meetings in March, April, and hopefully, you know.
To the stars.
To the stars.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to share. Y'all, we're about to. Ooh,
I feel it.
We forgot y'all.
I
forgot y'all were
who
here.
is y'all?
I'm sorry. I don't know who y'all is.
I don't know who y'all is.
They were here.
Yeah. Oh, nice to see y'all. Back to this. Is the music? Are you working with live? Is it?
So there's a little bit of both. So Daydreaming has a lot of live elements. The whole thing was live. But it's a combination. Like we just mentioned, Dallas has so many incredible musicians. So I would be silly to not take advantage of my friends.
Yeah,
You know, I would be silly not to have Cleon come and play drums on one of my records.
Oh my gosh. That would be wild to not.
Yeah. So there's a studio in Dallas called Fernware. Shout out to Fernware. That has just done a beautiful remodeling of their studio. So I've been doing my work out of there. And it's going to be a little bit of both. There's a lot of production. I've been working with a producer named Vonnie Cage. He has a really beautiful way of producing. And so I'm working with some of his beats, some of his tracks, and then blending in the musicians, bringing in the live elements. So there's a little bit of both, which I'm really excited about because I could never get down with just one thing. It all comes back to just not being able to do one thing. So I want it all. I'm like, I want every element that I can fit into any song. I want it because
so excited. That's what I'm talking about.
Why not?
Why not?
Like
who said not?
It is supposed to be. It is supposed to move you. It is supposed to make you feel anything.
Yeah.
You know, and then once we get there, once we have that part down, then we get to decide. Like, it could be love that you're feeling.
Yeah.
It could be thought. You're just in deep thought. It could be sadness. Whatever we have, like it's.
Yeah. It's fun.
It's a fun thing. It's a fun thing to play with.
When did you know music was it?
I was really young. When I knew that it was, I would say probably 5 or 6.
Same.
Yeah. I didn't know at that point even that it was singing. I didn't know that I was going to be, but I knew that music and entertainment in some way was always it for me. Yeah. Watching Janet Jackson, watching Michael Jackson and you know, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston around that time was one of the most beautiful memories that I have of music and experiencing it in that way. I grew up in church, but not, I didn't grow up in the music side of church, so not until I was in high school. So yeah, I was just running around the house and really enjoy, you know, and then I go back and watch old home videos and I was always
it was clearly
in front. Yeah, and I don't remember that. I I just think it was always there, so I don't,
Yeah.
you know. But then around 10, I started to study music, and I joined choir at school and joined choir and started to really learn this thing as opposed to just, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. So I was classically trained and went to college for musical theater. And that's kind of my background in music in that way. And I did theater all throughout high school. So I'm a little theater nerd.
I didn't know that. I did some theater. Some theater too. I was like The Beast and Beauty and the Beast at one point.
I love it.
Some musicals, Charlie Brown. Other stuff. Well, I'm just going back to high
Right.
school.
I know. But that's where it starts. You know, that's where it starts for us. And I think it's interesting because I feel I am young, but I feel a lot of times like that wasn't that long ago. And then I'm like, oh, that actually was like, you know, some years, you know. So
I had that moment too.
It showed like we've been doing this. I've been working at this for,
especially when you say 5 and 6. Same thing for me.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. So I started on drums.
Oh wow.
Well, when I was 2, I was in Atlanta, and somehow I was connecting chords on the piano, and my parents were like, "What's going on?" Then drums happened, and I'm in church. And this lady did not show up for her solo for His Eyes on the Sparrow. And out of nowhere, I was like, I'll sing it. And they were like, huh?
Stop.
And so I get up there and I'm like, eyes closed, singing the song. And I open my eyes and everyone's standing and crying. And I'm like, this is what I'm going to do forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old were you?
Like 5.
Wow.
I wrote my first song at 6. Fully song. I haven't made up mine. And from there it was like, I'm here.
Come on. You remember the song?
Mm-hmm. I haven't made up mine. I haven't made up mine to do it for the Lord.
Yes.
I haven't made up mine. It's a heavy bass line. Real simple lyrics. But it just was a moment. And I was like, oh, okay.
This is it.
This is it.
Yeah. And was there ever a time, like, do you ever have moments where you're like, maybe it's something else? Did you ever have a time where you kind of diverted from the path or thought maybe it was something else?
I knew that there were other elements to how I wanted to present my music or my look or fashion, but it always came back to the music. Yeah. You know? And so I started with photography and stuff at like 8 and 9, and I was the guy taking pictures of all my friends in middle school and stuff. And then I realized, I can make flyers and stuff like that. And then like, oh my gosh, we started making clothes or like T-shirts. Oh my God, we can sell them at the shows. And it was like this business element to it. But it was always and is always, even now, I feel like I'm doing so many things on different mediums, but music is
that's it.
That's the heart and soul.
Yeah, the core. For me too. It really is. I'm just so excited to hear your music. I'm like,
I know, right? I'm like, what y'all doing over there?
Me too. I mean, because it, like you said, that's the core. So if that's the brain or I was about to say the nebulous. I don't know if that's the right term, but there are so many different branches, and it's all art. Food is art.
Food is art.
You know, music is art. Style is art. It's all just back to creating, being a creator. That is what we do. We create things. And so if tomorrow it's cooking and that being the center of it, but also now you get to have music and everybody gonna pop out, you know, in their fits, and everyone's gonna be expressing themselves.
That's you get it?
You know,
you see it?
You know what I'm saying? We get it. So I think that music has definitely always been the center for me. I'm really excited. I'm so excited to share some of my experiences and some of my thoughts with the world and continue to do that because I've been doing that. This is not like, you know, it's not a new thing for me, but I feel new. I feel like
always
there's a new version of Dana. It's a Dana 2.0. 3.0, 4.0, whichever, you know, we're constantly shedding and representing ourselves. And I enjoy that process a lot.
And I love that you say that, because I think more artists should give themselves that freedom to like switch it up and try everything.
Yeah.
That trial and error, the change, the growth.
Yeah.
And
the
also
authenticity.
authenticity.
It's real.
And the discipline and consistency opens up more every time. It's like when you're in it and you're doing it, you grow, and then you want to do more, and then you want to do more, which makes it always feel fresh and refined and new and adventurous.
Yes, that's you. The discipline and the consistency. I've been seeing you on my Instagram every morning. Did you work out yet?
Workout done or working out later?
Are you working out later? Is it a rest day? Listen to me, and I will look at that. I love that. I love that is also part of your art. That has become part of your reaching out to people, and part of your contribution is just a little accountability. And you don't. I know that you do it every day, so you do know how important it is. Right. But even if it's not until a year later and somebody sees that every day, that is making such a huge impact in people's lives. And it seems like it's just, it's playful, but those are the things that we're called to do, is to hold people accountable and to reflect the times, or reflect other people, to be mirrors to people around us. So I really appreciate that you do that, and all of the things that you do and share, and how you show up in this world. I just really want to give you your flowers, because we haven't seen each other in a long time. It's been years, but
I mean, since then,
so much has happened. So I just I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like, for me, like, of course, I lost 150 pounds, but that just opened up my mind in such a different way, because I can be disciplined and I can have that routine.
Yes.
It's showing up in other parts of my life.
Yes.
Also, my house is changing. Like I said, my friends are changing. The flowers are here.
Yes.
It's like growth, and I love offering that. And the fact that that's received is...
It's beautiful. I had a conversation with Quentin Gray, who is another incredible artist in Dallas and around the world. He's a good friend of mine and played on Daydreaming. We were hanging out a couple nights ago, and he was speaking to some of the things that he has started to incorporate into his daily routine, and different disciplines that he's started to adopt. And I said, it's so beautiful, and I really appreciate that in spaces with Black men, because there are not always the best examples of discipline and of respect for yourself and of routine and these things. So I love to hear you speak to that, because I think it's very important in our community to have these people who are showing an alternative way of living that is for you and also for everyone around you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like what I've learned is that a lot of people just feel like, figure you out, become you, like it's about you, like you got to do your thing and like your thoughts. But that's great advice, but that's step one. Coming back to you is great. Now you're a fuller person for other energies to come in and to experience and to give that,
It's a cycle.
It's a
constant cycle of giving and taking, of yin and yang, of a balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any routines that you do like daily to spark the creativity or the discipline?
Yeah. I pray a lot. And I understand prayer different than I have ever in my life. I pray every morning, and I have a gratitude list. I either in my mind or I write down. Oftentimes I'll write down 3 to 5 things that I'm grateful for. And yoga, I'm a yoga teacher. I got certified during COVID 2020.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I practice yoga very regularly, and meditation. Those are my heavy routines, and have been for a long time. And I really love to write. So a lot of times I think being the boss and being my own manager and every other hat, there's some anxiety that comes with that, just because it's a lot to do all of the time.
It's
And
not
you know
easy.
it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
easy. But we do it, and I do it because I love it. But I think that all of those things, praying, having real conversations with God and with myself, allow for me to find balance, and allow for me to stay in a sound mind, and to stay with myself, so that I can be of service to others and can be a hand for someone else who needs it, you know. So there is that dealing with yourself and working with yourself to then open up. And I think that those rituals and those practices, that's what that allows for us to do.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, that to be creative, I enjoy tea, and I enjoy herbs
Oh.
of all different
Oh.
types that,
Yes.
you know, yeah, but I think that my brain doesn't really shut off when it comes to being creative. I think that in everything that I do, I'm always trying to think of something new or different, or how, you know, so it doesn't really ever shut off. I can, if we shut it down right now and go start writing, then
that's what's gonna happen.
That's what we're about to do, you know. So I think that I am a creator in so many ways, and I think that is my calling, to create and to create and to learn are my assignments here on earth.
Yeah.
I think to create and to learn. Yeah.
That sounds like somebody who knows their purpose.
I do.
Yeah. I live in that.
Yeah.
Know your purpose.
Yeah.
Feel it. The voice is so loud, and I'm like, I know we all hear it. You know, it's telling you something that you can listen to.
Yes.
And being a listener, like you said, is one of the most beautiful things about being a leader. Is being able to listen, and to grow. The best teachers are the best students.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So. Yeah. Ooh.
Come on, because we'll get a word going in
Hello.
here. I get up at 4.
Okay.
4 o'clock I get up. I have a meditative hour, and I also clean my entire home from like 4 to 5.
Okay.
So it's very therapeutic.
Beautiful.
Then I do my workout.
Yes.
Then I do about a 3-hour walk.
Okay.
And then I give myself a creative like hour to either draw, or I'll do a photo shoot, or I'll just organize clothes or something that just sparks that before I start working at like 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
To keep it moving.
Wow. I've done a lot of research and read a lot about how your day can flow and how you can get the fullest out of your day if you wake up between 3 and 4 a.m. That is a lot of teachings from other places, other worlds.
Yeah.
Teach that often about the importance of waking up early to start
It's crazy.
your day. Wow.
I feel like you get 4.
How long has that been in practice?
At least 3-4 years.
Wow. Okay.
And my body just does it. Like I can be out, and I also go to bed at like 7:30
p.m.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm gone.
Okay.
Like you can't really call me after that because I'm asleep.
I love that.
Yeah, I just rise, and I don't know. It's just a conversation that's different when it's still. And yeah, I'm my best listener around then. So.
Wow.
Yeah, because after that, then I'm like, okay, so I'm going to take what you said and I'm going to create from that. And then I get to create and then further create in the studio. And then it's like, wow, okay.
Wow. I might have to adopt some new practices. I wake up early.
Okay.
My body naturally wakes me up around 6. To me, that's early.
Yeah, that's early.
But I do have still quiet mornings, slow mornings, like you said, with that stillness before the whole world is awake. But I might have to try it out. I feel it's been presented to me before. Okay. So this is not, I'm like, okay, it's been brought up again. So maybe that's something that I should implement. I did a dry, do you drink?
No.
Okay. Got it.
Yes.
Got it. I stopped drinking at the beginning of January. And I'm learning a lot about myself right now. Oh. And I've never considered myself to be a drinker. I'm a singer. I'm an artist. I'm a musician. That's part of that world. It can be. But I decided to fast, specifically fasting and praying during this time. And I'm fasting other things too. But I have noticed a lot of things about myself, and there is a clarity that's coming to me that is calling in new practices into my life. So
Yeah.
I might be joining you on
Yeah.
the train.
And I'm all about honoring the body
Mm-hmm.
because it also tells you what's going
Yes,
on.
absolutely.
And when I realized things like, well, not drinking, the
Mm-hmm.
clarity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
If we're there, I accept it, and we're gonna move in it.
Absolutely.
Getting 8 hours of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Like so many times I hear people say, "Oh, I had the best night of sleep. It was 8 hours," and then you give yourself 4 for the rest of the week. No, we can do that every day.
Every day.
So like, just
Mm-hmm.
listening and being present for yourself,
Yeah.
and also just being honest with
Mm-hmm.
yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and like embracing all the things that make you you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is, listen, another practice, that is also a practice. But did you do this jacket?
This one I actually found.
Oh, beautiful.
So I like to say that New York is like an amusement park,
Mm-hmm.
and we just pay our admission fee every day.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
And because every time you go outside, you always spend like $70 or
Oh,
something.
mm-hmm.
And 6 a.m., because I do my walk at like 5:30ish,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I go to the park. 6 a.m., this lady's right by the park with this blazer and a little setup. And she's like, "Good morning." And I'm like,
Good
"You got
morning.
something for me, don't you?" I said, "What's over there?" And she pulled this out, and I love it because it's obvious.
Oh, I love that. It fits you very well, too.
Thank you.
Beautifully. Yeah. Are we back?
I think we back. Let me double check. We might have lost y'all, but we ain't lose each other,
We didn't
okay?
lose each other.
And that's the
We
beauty
drew
in this.
closer.
Quick game.
Okay. I love games.
Just a quick game of this or that.
Okay.
Sweet or sour?
Sweet.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Hip hop or R&B?
Oof. R&B.
R&B.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Okay. You prepare a nice bath.
Mm-hmm.
Bubbles are popping.
Mm-hmm.
The sage is going. What you putting on?
Sade.
Okay. The vibes are set. The vibes are
Yes,
set.
That's it.
Books or Kindle?
Books.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Football or basketball?
Basketball.
Dad in the NBA. I
Yeah,
heard
my
that.
dad, he used to play basketball.
Period. Cruise or plane?
Plane.
Plane.
Yeah, I just went on my first cruise a couple of years ago and it was fun, but just get me there. I want to get to where I'm going and I want to be there. I don't think I enjoyed you only get this certain amount of time here and then you got to move around. You know, that's the thing with cruises. You have maybe a day or two in one place and then you get back on the boat and go. Yeah.
When you're surrounded by only water, what's that feeling like?
I actually was in awe of God, because that's what it feels like. It's just like that is unfathomable. That doesn't make any sense. That is it. That's all that I can see right now. But I think it's the same as being in the sky. Like when you look out into the sky and where am I? What is this?
What is this?
What is holding us right now?
Perspective.
You know what I'm saying? So it's God to me. I mean, at first I was like, oh my God. But after, I like to see God in things. So if I can see God in it, then listen.
I know, because you
it's
just changed
not
my
scary.
whole perspective.
Yeah.
I'm all about no cruises because of the idea of just the water. But yes.
But it's God.
Come on. We seeking God all our lives.
Always and always.
Always and forever. Okay.
Yeah.
Hot or cold weather?
Hot.
So
I'm
LA
from
or New
Texas,
York?
Baby. New York.
What? The switch.
Let's switch up. No, New York is my favorite city in the world.
Studio or stage?
Stage.
Yeah. Calls or text?
Call me if you need me. Call me if you really need me. But text.
But text me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Call me if you need to get in touch with me. Call me if there is something. Yeah. Call me if you need me. And I will always answer the phone. But text messages sometimes.
Yeah.
It can be a little. Yeah, but call me every time. If you need me, call me, no matter where you are.
Okay. Don't call me. No, I'm kidding. Please call me because I'm bad with texting sometimes. TV series or movies?
Movies.
Movies. Any good movies you watched lately?
The Book of Clarence. I saw The Book of Clarence recently. The Color Purple.
The color purple.
Did you see it?
I did.
How do you feel?
I loved it.
Okay. Yes.
I cried.
Yes.
I know Oprah or someone said don't go by yourself, but I went by myself.
Oh, good. Okay.
And it was beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. I wept.
Mm-hmm.
I did. And also because musical theater kid here, I used to sing, so obviously I have this deep voice, but in school for musical theater, they were always trying to stretch my voice and trying to get me to be able to fit into a box. Really is what it was.
Don't stretch me into the box.
Yeah, they were really stretching me, trying to stretch me into the box. So I would sing I'm Here.
Oh.
And I was able to sing it at one point. At one point in my life, I was able to sing it. But I think that was, and Hell No, I always would do. That was a like audition song for me a lot of times. So there was a lot of nostalgia in it, specifically from the music for me. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. I thought the Fantasia was beautiful. I thought that she was absolutely stunning. Wow. I love to watch her character evolve. I love how she evolved Celie. Danielle Brooks stole the show.
I have to apologize, or maybe not apologize. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
And she was the most shocking.
Yes.
I was like, whoa.
Yes.
You just came out with all this energy. The voice.
I still have goosebumps right now. Yeah. Danielle Brooks really.
Also, Taraji, the scene when they were that record.
That started my tears.
I said, oh my God, now I've thought about a lot of things.
Listen.
But Lord, I ain't thought that could happen. That was so stunning.
It was stunning.
That last tree.
In the bathtub.
The bathtub.
Oh,
it was.
Oh my God.
So I might have to watch it again. Yeah. We're going to give y'all claps.
That was it. I
for y'all,
so much. I be talking.
No, we can keep going, but I just want to say we're going to keep hanging and kicking, but thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm so excited to continue
much.
to experience you and grow with you.
Yes.
I can feel that.
Yes,
and,
me too.
Thank y'all for tuning in. How can we follow you? Dana
at Dana Harper Music. Everywhere, all things. Yeah, stream Daydreaming, stream Missed Calls. Be on the lookout for the new things that are coming. But yeah, Dana Harper Music.
Amazing.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all soon. We got so much more stuff to do. So much love, y'all. Peace.
So tired of waiting for your love. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Don't know why you won't make me a boo. Hey, baby. Dress up, and then you text me you ain't coming, I get stressed out. See the way you leave me on it, be so messed up.